Alrighty. My name is Yessenia. I'm Yessie. I go by Yessie. It's a nickname because a lot of people aren't familiar with, how to pronounce Yessenia, even though it's purely phonetical. But I do go by Yessie. Today, like Gary said, I'm going to be talking about networking. Now, networking is, in my opinion, one of the most important things that a salesperson has to do. Let me bring this up for a second so y'all can. We have a little stand here, but I don't. All right.
You get to feel the same way I did all week.
Oh, I understand. You got to improvise what you got. All right. Networking. The term started off in 1967, which means that it's only been, the actual term has only been around for about 30 years, which is not very much. If you consider the technology era that we're in right now, from 2009, where we're at right now, to 1967, that's not a lot of years. It's not a lot of years. 30 years to network is not a lot of time. So what I'm trying to get at is a lot of people may not understand, might not conceptualize what networking is. You get a job and they're like, oh, all you have to do is just go out there and network. And you're like, okay, well, how do I do that? What is networking? I don't know. Okay. By term, the term networking is the exchange of information or services among individuals, groups, or institutions, specifically the cultivation of productive relationships for employment or business. Number 2, the establishment or use of a computer network. Now, if we take definition number 1 and we apply it to sales, think about it. It says the exchange of information or services. Now, let me ask you something. How would you guys network?
I grew up, you shared stories, it was word of mouth.
Okay, word of mouth.
That's the same thing, word of mouth, everything.
Word of mouth.
Computer.
Okay. You're living in the era that we're in right now. We have to recognize that from 1967, it was word of mouth. But right now, we're in 2009. Whether people like it or not, we're living in a technology era. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. We're living in an era where technology is just completely taking over, and it's soon just going to take over. The faster that we realize that, the better off we are. So, on that point, let me show you something. Networking. It's a whole bunch of pictures. A whole bunch of pictures and ideas of how you can network. First of all, you have to take the time. You have to take the time out of your workday to say, okay, got to think. This guy's thinking in his desk, he's going, okay, how am I going to network? Or, how am I going to network? So, you're like, okay, well, I can network by talking on the phone. Like we learn in class, make a list of names, numbers. Call them up. Hey, I'm Yessie. I'm from Tom White Chevrolet. Just wanted to give you a new sales rep today. I invite you to come on in. Plain simple. 15 seconds, network. Right there. They know your name, they know where you're from, and what are they going to do? They're most likely to walk in and be like, hey, a girl or a lady or a chick or whatever called me and said, she's a new sales rep. I want to meet her. Hey, network. Another way. Go on the computer. Google. Be like, okay, well, I'm going to look up books, magazines. I want to get informed. I want to get informed of my product so that I can go out there and I can brand my name. Okay? So what you're doing is that you're building the relationships. You're building relationships by doing all of this, by talking on the phone, by getting on the computer, by going on Messenger, by writing letters, by writing emails, by doing your homework, by planning, by talking to people, by taking pictures, by posting on Twitter, Facebook, High Five, all those things, that are now in the 2009 era and beyond. These things are not going to go away, believe me, they're not going to go away. By doing all of this, you're building relationships, which is what networking is all about. It's about building relationships. So, next one. What you want to do to be successful, in my opinion, is to brand your name. Find your own style, because we're all different. We're taking concepts. It's about taking concepts and applying them. We're all different. Brand your name. I know that people can't pronounce my name. What am I going to go by? Yessie. I'm already branding my name. Find something, a logo, just whatever. Post it out there. Do ads, do flyers. Go out there, talk to people, make friends. These guys are like friends, or they're supposed to be. They're all happy. Make friends, get out there. Sales is all about networking and getting out there. Travel, observe. It's not just about sitting in your desk, or at home like just la 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 la. Subscribe. Brand your name. Find your own unique style and market it. Advertise it. Make it to where it's like, have any of y'all seen Pulp Fiction? Where Samuel L. Jackson goes, and they're going to know that my name is the law. Make it like that, They're going to know your name. Make it to where this whole town is going to know your name. And they're going to want to come and see you. And by doing that, not only are you going to brand your name, but you're bringing in business. Hello, that's what it's all about. You're bringing in business. You're making the sale. It's all about winning. Everybody. Not by branding your name, you're being successful, not only by yourself, but everyone. That synergy that we learned, being part of the family. Yes, you're going to do all this by yourself. Yes, and yeah, true. You might get some help here and there. But it's going to bring business into the dealership. It's going to bring success. So very quickly, just so that you guys have this, I want to involve you. There's a quote by Benjamin Franklin that says, "Tell me, tell me and I forget. Show me and I may not remember. Involve me and I learn." I want to make sure that you guys got this to the T, because I'm serious. We're going to be out there. We're going to be out there networking. I can't stress it enough. This is so important. It's not even funny, but I just want for you guys to get it down. So, little game for y'all. Right quick. Take like a minute. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I guess you guys can grab some 2 of these little molecular things or whatnot. All right. So from what you guys have learned,